It's real. Hollow Knight Silksong. It's finally real. Okay, I gotta do the bit. Today is September 4th, 2025. This is Max's Fun, your host for today, bringing you your only Silksong news. There has been news to report for Silksong today. It's finally out! Yes! Yes! Yeah! I did hit the record button, right? Okay, I did. We're recording. It's working. I also don't know the controls because I played Hollow Knight on controller and I didn't want to set up a controller for this, so. Oh my god, guys, it's horrid. How is this already being? How? I just booted up the game. I feel like I'm watching a movie. Oh my god. Daily Silksong News Summary. Is it loud? I don't know. And then we died. Roll the credits. Act 1. There's multiple acts? Team Cherry. You did not just say the entirety of Pharloom. The entirety of what we have gotten in the trailers is a singular act. Oh my god. Oh my god. What?
Friend.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Guys. It's Hollow Knight Silksong. Welcome to Moss Grotto, the tutorial area where you can get used to the controls in a safe environment and realize the down slash is different in this game. It's more like a down stab. You can still pogo with it though, so epicness. Oh. I'm having a heart attack, guys. Sorry, I'm an 80-year-old woman. Please stop dying. I think I need to get to a hospital, guys. I'm having a stroke. Oh no. Don't die, please. I need you to play the video game. Okay, we're not dying. Guys, I think this is a boss fight. Walk by. Oh, no. Well, first boss. This is Moss Mutter, the first boss in the game, and the only one that I didn't die on. Probably because it's stupidly easy. Yeah, no, I
Oh my
don't
God.
really have anything else to say for this fight. Other than the slow-mo after you finish an arena is a pretty cool touch. I like it. Oh my god. Dude, stop having heart attacks, please. I swear, if for the entire game you're going to be acting like an 80-year-old, I'm going to be so mad. Oh. Hold the phone. Oh. Well, we died. Roll credits. What is this, Skyrim? What do you mean, new objective? Welcome to Bone Bottom, the first of 3 towns we will find on our journey. This place is quite peaceful. I like the music. Anyways, I'm broke and can't even buy anything, so time to go into the next area, the Marrow, which is named that probably because of all the skeletons, which of course will come to life and deal double damage. Ow, okay, all double damage enemies already? What the hell? Thanks, game, for giving me PTSD and having to hit every single goddamn skull. As I think. Oh. It's not the insane person? Pushonka! I am a navigator. Please give me a map amongst my tribe, and have been making maps of these lands. I can trade them with you, and supplies if you wish. Map acquired. And then I'll come back when I have more money and buy the quill and stuff. Anyways, there's an important looking structure. New ability, question mark? Daughter of a distant land, they know. Ooh, the lore? New ability. Vengeful spirit? Guys, I have acquired Vengeful Spirit. I am now unstoppable. Oh shoot, that's a boss fight. This boss is the first of many bosses that deal double damage. And I was very surprised by this, because in Hollow Knight, the only bosses that did double damage were the endgame ones. Reminder, this is the second boss in the game. So despite me figuring out the pattern early on, I still died a couple times, because you make 3 mistakes and it's over. I get immediately hit again. Oh, they're dead. Oh, I'm so good at this video game. I'm so good. We did it, boys. We have stags. Wait, what is this? Oh. We died. Consumed a silk heart. Regained the power to regenerate silk within one's shell. Intriguing. Anyways, I then explored the rest of the Marrow, found the prisoner, freed him, got some throwing daggers, and entered Deep Docks. Oh, hi. Can I have the map? Give me the map. I then proceeded to explore the entirety of Deep Docks. Figured out that these guys do double damage because, yes. Bro! And then fought some ants to acquire Dash! Hell yeah! Hello, Lace. How sad. A little spider has fallen from his cage. So lost, so weak. Poor little morsel. I could save you, little spider. All the trouble you'd face above. All the suffering. It's so simple. I'll just cure you, here and now. Pluck that flickering life right out of you.
Yanara.
Your threats are worthless, child. You are my foe. Stay your voice and raise your blade. Delicious. I like you already. This is Lace, our Pokemon rival. They will make multiple appearances in this game, all of them to laugh at our complete lack of skill. Anyways, I'm going to talk about their attacks now, which consist of stabbing me in multiple intricate and precise ways. This is also the first boss that you can parry.
Get parried.
And I don't know if they changed something, but parrying in Silksong feels so much better than parrying in Hollow Knight. It's way more rewarding and satisfying. Maybe it's my inner Ultra Kill player, but goddamn, I love parries. Oh, and did I mention that Lace can parry you too?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Because remember, this is the rival fight. There's nothing you can do that they can't. Except, of course, I can respawn, and they can't.
Oh my god. Is she dead? Is it that easy? Oh my god, I'm crazy. Second try Lace. I'll get back here.
Not even close. Welcome to Far Fields, one of the smaller areas in the game. And I spent the most time here out of any area so far. Wanna know why? Well, after you fall down here, walk by this totally not suspicious rock, and sit on this bench. You get soft-locked. Until you get the Drifter's Cloak, which allows you to glide and float in the wind. The problem is, in order to get the cloak, you need 25 spine cores. I didn't know how to get the spine cores. It took me half an hour of wandering around aimlessly to figure out that you have to hit the little spikes these enemies shoot. Okay. The Drifter's Cloak. Hold space in the air. Flare the cloak to ride strong wind or glide gracefully.
Oh god, she's naked.
Well, time to finally leave this place. Yeah, so the Golem dude has woken up and it's time for a boss fight. This guy is the first boss that's so big they take up the entire goddamn screen. And you should just expect it at this point. But of course, they deal double damage. Oh, and did I mention the lava also does double damage? And they can combo you into the lava. And of course, the only counter to your entire health bar disappearing is get good. You know what would be cool? If you could parry the punches like King Minos. Team Cherry, if you're watching, patch this into the game and it will immediately become an 11 out of 10. And just like King Minos, this guy's attack pattern consists almost entirely of two slightly different punches. Actually, they're more like slabs. One of them sweeps the entire arena, and the other removes the arena, which is fine until they enter their second phase, and the arena gets smaller. Then they slap a couple times, and oh, I only have one platform to stand on. Got him. Got him. Alright, take time to leave. Up the wind drafts we go. Into Greymoor, which you can tell by the name is a very gray, glum, and depressing city, I think, or at least was a city, because now it seems to be ruins inhabited only by crows and scissormen! Anyways, I spy an ability on the map, and in order to get to it, I need to do some parkour. And considering my massive skill issue, it took a while. This is our second Silk ability, and this one is the best, apparently. Mainly because it does so much damage. Holy, it just deletes enemies. Anyways, I then proceeded to explore the rest of Greymoor and found nothing. Okay, that's slightly a lie. I did find a tavern was new in the attic. They gave me the Hunter's Journal. And if you have played Hollow Knight, you know that thing is a pain for all achievements. But that's not important for this video. I also found a door, which I didn't enter and promptly forgot about. I also found Garmond and Zaza, ancient warriors of times past. Or something like that, I don't know. Anyways, time to go into the next area. Oh. Boss fight, Lamau. Alright, who gave a crow mutant juice? Who was it? As you may tell by this fight using the same music as Moss Butter, it's a pretty easy fight. As a matter of fact, it actually got nerfed in the first patch for Silksong, because it was too hard apparently. I didn't find it particularly so. However, I did die a couple times. That wasn't until Garmond and Zaza showed up, charging into battle, and absolutely parried the hell out of that oversized crow. Like, holy, look at this guy. He doesn't take a single scratch. No wonder they're an ancient warrior of times past. Oh my god, you're so cool. I aspire to be you. Please marry me now. Anyways, what were we doing? Oh right, new area. Cutscene? Cutscene? Wait, is this a Citadel? That's weird and concerning. That's not concerning. Oh, this is Bilewater. I mean, it, looks a little different from the trailers. Oh, hey, bench. Anyways, I'm going to ignore my problems and enter Shellwood, which is honestly my favorite area. I just love the atmosphere here, and the music. The music. Christopher Larkin never misses. The area itself is kinda annoying to traverse at first, because everything seems to be designed for wall jumps. It would be nice if I had that ability. I'm so
Dick bug. That meme is dead.
I then proceeded to explore the rest of the area. Found Jeff Bezos. No, literally. Found this person, who is... Bro, time of burst. The time of burst approaches. Heat bug. The time of burst approaches. Interesting. And... Oh no! Oh, this is a boss battle. I really don't want to fight a boss right now. Well, first time to charge. This fight may seem intimidating, but it's actually pretty darn simple. I mean, I beat it on effectively my first try. Pretty much all they do is slash at you and create Sorn barriers, which you can thankfully break. Oh, and they also summon Flying Stick Bug! Nope, they're gonna die. I'm so good at this video game. Freaking heck yeah! Freaking heck yeah! Now I thought I would just get the next ability. But nope, there's an entire parkour section because the boss wasn't enough apparently. Wall jump! Yes! Anyways, I then found a top entrance to Bellheart, which is literally just tunnels of bells. Because there's just so many bells in this one area that creatures just started tunneling through, apparently. Oh, hi. Oh, they shall join, uniting upon your thread, a gift for your waking, a world strung to serve.
Vienta!
Creature, your claws guide those cursed threads, but you are not the source. What role do you play in this vile affliction? Oh, she is here, the rare earthling, precious child of worm and weaver. Sworn of those who dared to flee, she was found her way home, at last. I'll find her shell and silk and claw. For you, mother, let me claim her all for you. Yep, and boss fight. This fight is probably very significant to the lore. However, that's for Mossbeg to figure out, not me. My job is to figure out how to dodge these goddamn bells. God, I love these bounce patterns, they're so predictable. And just when you get used to dodging one bell, they decide to throw two at you. Oh, did I say two? I actually meant 7. And don't forget the counterplay of just ripping your throat in two. If you haven't realized it yet, this fight is very fast, and the first stat demands skill. You will learn every attack pattern, there is no RNG, and you will suffer multitudes of deaths. But then finally...
Just kidding! That was just the second phase! Oh, this is fun. Oh god, oh god, oh no.
What the hell do you mean? That was just the
First phase! I thought I was playing Silksong, not Dark Souls! What the hell do you mean? That was just the first phase!
So, yeah, that was just the first phase. Because when you asked Team Cherry the question of how hard do you want this boss fight, they answered with yes. And flat out just made the already fastest boss fight so far 2 times as fast. You thought dodging one bell was hard. We'll try 2 at once. Are you seeing this boss fight right now? I would genuinely say this is as hard as the final boss from regular Hollow Knight. And good luck even hitting them, because whenever you get close, they just go to the other side of the arena. But goddamn, when you finally beat the boss, holy is it satisfying.
Stab. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are viciously murdering this person. Oh my god. Straight up Mortal Kombat. Jesus Christ. Wow. Oh. Oh, I got an ability for that.
Anyways, we saved Bellheart. Cool. Also, there's this area that I couldn't get to in Greymoor. And guess what? It just leads to an entirely new area called Sinner's Road.
Oh.
Which is my second least favorite area in the
There I
game.
go.
Because the enemies here, of course, do double damage. And also have a lot of health. Which would be fine if I could heal. Because whenever you fall into maggots,
Oh.
you get infected. And the only way to get rid of them is to heal, which will drain all of your silk, get rid of the maggots, and not even heal you. Which means you then need to go fight another enemy, get enough silk, and pray you don't fall into maggots again, just to heal once. But that's okay, I can just go to the bench stats here. It doesn't work. That's right. The only goddamn bench in this hellhole of an area doesn't even work. And with that knowledge, I then proceeded to nope the hell out of there. I can go back when I get more upgrades. I then figured out there's bounty boards in all of the towns. And I haven't even explained it yet, but Silksong has quests. And it's even more like Skyrim. And of course, I'm going to complete all the ones in Bone Bottom, which mainly consist of mass murder. And I ended up finding another new area. Welcome to Hunter's March. This is the ant colony, where you will find multiple ants of various calibers. Some of them straight up look like they lift 1,000 pounds a day. Damn, bro's really following that Andrew Tate workout routine. This area also has a crap ton of parkour. Overall, this area is actually pretty dang small, and I proceeded to explore the rest of it. I then found a bench. Just kidding, actually. I also found the Chapel of the Beast, and then did the Parkour Challenger-Rooney. And, oh hi, boss fight. So anyways, I'm about to crash out, because I hate this fight with a burning passion. I spent the most time on this fight out of any fight so far, and it is because it's hard. But that's not the whole story. The main reason it took so long is because the nearest bench is in the Marrow, which means every time I die, I have to go across the entirety of Hunter's March. Which, sure, it's a small area, and I can just run past all the enemies, but it still takes like a minute, at a minimum, to get back to the boss, just to die again. I would have beaten this fight so much faster if it wasn't for this. And another annoying thing is, there is a perfectly placed bench right here. And that's the bench that's trapped. And by the 5th or so death, I decided to figure out if there was a way to disable the trap, and scoured the walls for secrets, and even went into the room above, and found an entirely hidden shopkeeper.
That's not even what I was looking for.
Which actually sold some very useful tools, one of which is a boomerang, and the other is effectively a totem of undying. However, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, you can't disable the goddamn trap. Editor Max here. Guess freaking what? Why? I haven't even started on the actual boss fight yet, and this fight is goddamn Markov 2.0, because they will just fly into you with no telegraph, which means I literally need to play around the fact that they just might fly into me at any moment. And of course, they do goddamn double damage. Oh, and did I mention, they summon minion enemies, and they can summon up to 3 at once, which means I have to keep track of 4 different enemies just to try and dodge. And sometimes, that's not even physically possible.
Wait, what? He died? He dies? Wait, what?
This is epicness. Please tell me I get something good. What is this? What do I get? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. What is this? What do I get? What? Oh, what? What? Bound the crest of the beast? Okay, guess I have to explain the crest system now. Alright, time it, boys. First, tools are the replacement for charms in this game, coming in 3 different colors. Blue and yellow are passive buffs, while red are the weapons like the boomerang that have limited ammo until you reload at a bench with cell shards. The crest can be swapped at a bench, and each has a different amount of blue, yellow, and red colored tools. They also all need to be separately upgraded with memory lockets. Each crest also changes your base moveset, which includes your bind. The Beast Crest bind, for example, no longer directly heals you, but instead puts you in Beast mode, which will give you lifesteal and also increased damage as well, I think. Okay, pretty good time. Anyways, I was doing quests, kinda got sidetracked. One of them required me to fight the Skull Tyrant, which was a boss, I guess. I don't know, it was pretty easy. Anyways, I completed all the quests in Bone Bottom, which gave me enough money to get an extra mask. Also, using the new ability I got from Widow, I can open these Weaver doors I have been finding, which I found a grand total of 2. The first one led to Weave Nest Atla, which is a new area, I guess? None of the other Weave Nests are considered different areas. Maybe it's because this one is the biggest. In here, I found Eva, who is some kind of higher being. Maybe. They upgraded my Hunter's Crest, which makes it so consecutive strikes without getting hit build up this meter, which does something. Maybe it increases damage? I don't really know. There was also a hidden area that led to another Moss Mutter boss fight? Okay, well, they're pretty easy.
2 Moss Mutters? What is this, Vengefly King?
Okay, anyways. The other Weaver door leads to Weave Nest Syndrome, which has this puzzle that I solved by doing my classic strategy of press random buttons until it works. From that I got the Silk Speed Anklets, which I didn't use. Yeah, no, that's literally the only thing here. It was at this point that I finally remembered that door in Greymoor that I completely forgot about. Bet you did too. It leads to the Chapel of the Reaper. Familiar. I bet there's gonna be a boss fight here. Yep, boss time. Oh god, the Scissormen return!
What do you mean claim? That looks like a dead body. Okay? Oh. I'm just going to stab it. Cool. Yup, just going to stab this random dead body I found. That's interesting. New crests? There wasn't even a boss for it.
The Reaper crest is the one that I use for the rest of the game, because it's pretty similar to the Hunter's crest, having the exact same amount of tools, and the moveset is also similar. Really the only big change is the down slash, now actually being a slash, which I would say is an improvement. And the bind still heals free health, but afterward puts you into Reaper mode, which allows you to get the extra silk from enemies, which is very useful. However, Reaper mode will end if you get hit, so it encourages you to get good. Anyways, I then found this new area called the Wormways, which was pretty much all behind a locked door. Okay, time to actually progress the plot.
And there's also not any enemies!
Welcome to the Blasted Steps. Frickin' they put Dune in Silksong. As you may have realized, this place is very deadly, because it is the final area before we enter the Citadel. But in order to get there, we must fight the Ultra Kill Sharpshooter, the enemy. And the average Florida weather conditions. Though also, I found this room.
Is this an arena or a boss battle? Oh no! Oh no! Ultra Kill Sharpshooter, the boss fight. Oh god. Oh, of course they do double damage. Anyways.
I actually didn't even fight that boss yet, because I wanted to find a closer bench. And then I completely forgot about it. What I really meant to say was, oh look, the gates to the Citadel. What do I need to open them? Ah, I see. The Song of Silk. Some may call it the Silk Song. This fight might be harder than Widow. Yeah, that's freaking right. If you haven't figured it out yet, this game is a lot harder than Hollow Knight. And Hollow Knight was a hard game! Don't worry, it doesn't get any easier. Their attacks consist of smashing that subscribe button, maybe even the like button too, and don't forget to hit that bell. This fight may seem easy right now, and that's because they're holding back. You see, after they figure out you actually have skill, they reveal they're actually a firebender. The fight was easy until the Fire Nation attacked. Every time they smash, they also yell, "The floor is lava." The whip now is a frickin' grenade, and the spin now creates rings of fire. Anyways, I'm going to end the fight now.
Is that it? Is that it? Are we sure? I don't know. I'm feeling... Really? Okay, I understand. Well, I am now on 1 heart, and if I didn't have this this fractured mask charm, I would be dead. Well, I think we unlocked the Citadel, guys. Cutscene time. Oh my god, guys, it's a shot from the trailer. Holy. Oh my god. So, that's a little big. Is it straight up City of Tears? Oh. Act 2. Citadel of Song.
Anyways, this video is getting a little long, so, to be continued. Hey guys, this is the second episode of Skong. So if you haven't watched the first one, you should do that. Anyways, cue the intro. So, continuing where we left off, welcome to the Citadel, the place of your dreams, or so be told, because in its current state, everyone is very angry at my mere existence. Also, this place takes up goddamn 1/3 of the map. Jesus. Speaking of maps, I got the first one for the Citadel. Wow, this is so useful. I spent $40 on this. Oh. Well, I mean, looks like I don't really have a choice other than up. The Disney movie. Actually, just kidding, it's down. And stuck. Oh, shoot, I snapped a balloon, Swella. Down we go! This is why I have a fear of elevators. Anyways, we now are trapped in the Underworks. Goddamn, they put the coal mines in Silksong. If you ever wonder how the Citadel is so rich and beautiful, it's because they're exploiting the grannies. Also, did I mention that the paid benches here are one-time use? Goddamn frickin' capitalism. I really am in the place of the rich. There's even a confession booth. Speak now. Die confession. You have confessed a sin, must most grave, and must by works cleanse yourself. Return to your task and work off cycle, neither eating nor supping until your new cycle begins. By the grace of Pharloom, eternal may you never tire, toil and be forgiven. I spent $25 on that. There's also these elevators that are the fast travel system for the Citadel. Hey, at least these ones actually work. Maybe it's because I spent $80 freaking on this singular elevator. Frickin' inflation hits Silksong. I then explored the rest of the Underworks, found the exit, and entered the Choral Chambers. Or Choral Chambers. Choral, whatever. Which is the main centerpiece of the Citadel. You can tell because it's absolutely massive. I then had an encounter with Lace. They effectively told me that I have a massive skill issue, laughed in my face, and said I would be no match for the god that waits above. So, yeah, we're just going to fight a god later. I'm not really surprised. And said god is a lil angy. Anyways, I then decided I'm going to explore the rest of the areas I didn't in the first episode. Starting with Ultra Kill Sharpshooter, the boss fight. Which was pathetically easy. I literally beat them on my first try. From that I found Pinstress, who taught me the Great Slash, which, just like in Hollow Knight, I completely forgot about for the rest of the game. I genuinely didn't even remember I had this ability until I edited this section of the video. I am not even joking. I then went back to Sinner's Road, and proceeded to suffer. I found a spider who demands to be a slave and speaks like a snake. Intriguing. And then broke this hidden wall, which led to the Mist, which is a very unique area. There's only one enemy here, and there's some kind of ghost that I hate with a burning passion. Also, this area is never-ending, non-Euclidean, different every time you enter it, and a secondary dimension. God dang, they straight up put the backrooms in Silksong. This is why it took 6 years. I then wandered around in here for 30 or so minutes, and when I didn't find anything, I decided to leave and come back later. Anyways, back to the Citadel. I proceeded to struggle with the puzzle to get back in, and then explored, well, some of the Choral Chambers. This place is massive. I'm just going to run through all the things that I found. First, I listened to this banger area scene. I then found this room with a picture of a boss, which I remember from the trailers. I can't get there yet though, so that's for later. Spent $40 on a little bit of silk, capitalism, and then rang this bell, which woke an Australian.
Oh, gotcha.
It was you, wasn't it? Ringing that great clanging bell just now? Right when I'm trying to get some sleep? Well, don't sleep outside the freaking room with the bell, you idiot! I then died to a big boy in the next room, and what? There's an entire town here now? Welcome to Songclave, the final town in our journey. Right now, it's, pretty barren. There was a key though, so I'll use that later. I then went across this bridge into the Slab, which seemed to be entirely behind a locked door. Lock was the mark of apostate. Gabriel Ultragil! And because of the conveniently placed bellway, I decided to complete some quests. The first one led me to the Flea Caravan, where all of the fleas that I've been rescuing went. That's a streaming service. Yo, when did the frickin' fleas offer Amazon Prime? They brought me on a trip to Greymoor and gave me some beer. No, literally, I can become an alcoholic in Silksong. And it also increases my attack speed, which is very useful for boss fights. Another quest required me to fight the... No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no! So, yeah, the worst fight in the game is back for round 2, and they somehow made it even harder, because the minions they summon now spit fireballs from across the arena that do double damage. They also have so much health, so I can't kill them easily, and, you know, there can just be 2 of them. Screw this, bro, I'm reasonably rage quitting. I then decided to go back to the Citadel. Actually, I made a quick stop to the Slab, because I thought I could actually explore it. No, I can't. I need the key. But instead, I found an entirely new area called Mount Fae, in which I literally freeze to death. So I figured I would need some kind of feat power to explore there. I then actually went back to the Citadel, took a shower, played Simon Says, did some parkour, got rich, found this old guy who requested that I obtain him 5 delicious delicacies from across the entirety of Pharloom. Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. You better not have died of old age when I come back. And then I decided to use the key that I got from Songclave to enter the White Ward. So this is maybe a hospital. I sure as hell hope not. I see. They faithfully recreated the London hospital. You know, the dead corpses everywhere really adds to the ambience. Oh god, what is that? I mean, hello, you seem to have vernicular infection. Thankfully, the only cure for that is, death. Okay, so that's actually, like, the whole area. Yeah, it's pretty small. I then jumped in a furnace. And, third chorus! Oh, also, I'm back in the Underworks. Well, the other side of it. You know what time it is. So, I mean, I didn't really find anything of use other than... Oh my god. They put a grappling hook in Silksong! This is the best game ever made. 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 So, yeah, the skill ceiling for the parkour in this game just went into outer space. Oh god, what is the Path of Pain going to look like in this game? Oh, and did I mention that you can grapple enemies as well? Because, of course you can. Game devs, take notes. If you want your game to be peak, just put a parry and a grappling hook and it immediately ascends 2 levels up the tier list. Anyways, I then found the 12th Architect, who sold a lot of weapons. Good thing I'm rich. Oh. I need craft metal. Frick. I did buy the literal saw blade though, which will become very useful later. Anyways, I have explored all of the Citadel that I can right now. So, it's time for the boss fight. So this fight is pretty much the Mantis Lords of this game, and I absolutely loved that fight in Hollow Knight, so this one is definitely my favorite so far. You know what would be cool? If there was another version with 4 of them. Team Cherry, you know what to do. Oh, and did I mention that they're gay? Yeah, we got gay robots in Silksong. This is peak! As you have seen, the pattern in this fight is very simple. However, I haven't mentioned the fact that there are 4 phases. The first is very slow for you to learn the patterns. The second speeds it up. The third speeds it up even more, and they're now out of sync. And the fourth one, well, we'll get there. I also like how the music gets more intense with each phase. Banger boss theme. I quite enjoy that this fight genuinely feels like a dance. It really fits the scene. And it is still quite hard, but every single death is entirely your fault. Also, I'm just going to let this clip play real quick. This happened on my winning attempt, by the way.
Bro, a fly just freaking flew into my nose. Bro, are you serious? I better not lose this fight now. That needs to go in the video. Oh god, oh god, oh, now my nose itches. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is so bad. Oh no, oh god, if I lose this fight because of a goddamn fly, I swear. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm itching my nose. I'm itching my nose. I'm itching my nose. Holy Jesus. No, 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 no. We're not doing a 4 phase. Wait. No. Now the music's all sad. No, 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 this is so sad. No, now I feel bad. I'm sorry, I literally had to progress the plot. Alexa, play a montage. This is so sad. Anyways, I destroyed the entire clock tower, apparently. Oh, no, actually, there's just a hidden elevator. Hello? So those guys told me in order to enter the Vader, I must find the free parts of the ancient Threefold Melody and play it in front of them, after of which they will be so impressed by my immaculate musical skill, they opened the door out of sheer amazement for the Song of Silk. Oh, also the floor opened, allowing entry to the Cogwork Core, which conveniently holds the first melody. But in order to get there, I must complete their parkour challenge, which has a crap ton of saw blades. I'm getting flashbacks. And those flashbacks have a reason, because this is the hardest platforming challenge I have faced so far. I did die a couple times. Oh, and did I mention that the song for this area is an absolute banger? At the top, there's a freaking puzzle.
It took me a bit to even figure out what I was supposed to do, but it's actually pretty simple. You just have to connect the lines, and after you finish the puzzle... Anyways, I then went into this room with a guy that's making a lot of noises. But in order to get there, I thought I would need some kind of crawl ability. I don't actually, I'm just stupid. But instead, I went into the High Halls, which is the rich place of the already rich area. I guess you could call it Rich Squared. I also like the really nerve-wracking spike fall that you don't even get a bench for. As a matter of fact, the only bench here is at the end of the area. Same for the map. Man, I'd really love getting the map after I already explored the whole area. Oh, also, I got these little buddies, who are very cute and murderous indeed. Almost as if they're some kind of murder drone.
That's a boss fight. This is a... Well, I mean, I just got a bench.
Oh, it's just an arena. Now there is a reason I did a boss intro for that, because this is the hardest arena I have ever faced. To put it in context, this arena took me twice as long to beat as Savage Beastfly. I spent an hour on Savage Beastfly. I spent 40 minutes on Widow and Last Judge and the Cogwork Dancers. I spent 2 hours on the Choir. Literally, after the first hour of attempts, I crashed out for a solid 10 minutes, thinking I couldn't physically beat this. So let's start talking about why it's so goddamn hard. First is this enemy, who I don't remember the name of, but I'm going to call them Silk Drainers. Because, well, they steal your freaking silk, and then turn it into a massive explosion. The first real hard wave is 2 of these Cogfly Conductors, which I've only had to fight 1 of so far. And guess what? 2 at once is really freaking difficult. And directly after that, you have... boss time? No, actually, it's worse. I'm going to call this guy the Big Ol' Slammer because they slam with attacks that take up like half the arena, and because of that, they are very hard to dodge. Specifically, this silk-infused explosion, which sometimes just decides, screw you. My strat for this guy is to just stay on one side until they get too close, and then attempt to jump over them. Oh, also, they have like so much goddamn health. So that's the end of the arena, right? That's the halfway point. Have I mentioned how annoying these bell throwers are? Just get back here, please. And then a couple waves later. Haha, you thought 1 was hard? Well, try 2. Ah! You see, 1 covered half the arena before. What if they just covered the entire goddamn thing? This final wave single-handedly is like half the reason this arena is so hard. God, I love Team Cherry for putting 2 of the freaking hardest enemy I've faced so far. Because of this wave, I re-equipped my tools, most notably the saw blades from earlier, which proved to be very effective against the big slammers. I also like that it's almost complete RNG if they decide to let you get to the wall, because they will just sandwich you in between. Dude, I had to lock in so freaking hard to beat this. Roll the montage. Oh my god. Dude, you saw me jump to that saw. You saw me jump to that. Never again. Never again. Holy. From that I met Conductor Ballador, who sang me a song. Bro is just snoring. bro is literally just snoring and calling it a song. Anyways, I then went back to that room with the noise man, and figured out in order to get there, I just needed to hit the wall. It was that easy. There was an arena, which thankfully wasn't as hard. Oh, and a man? Yeah, they're actually a spider. Sorry man, that's my sing. I then entered the Whispering Vaults, which has another banger area theme. Christopher Larkin can't miss. That enemy can dash, bro? Why is everyone stealing my things? I then found Vault Keeper Cardinius, who allows me to listen to his favorite mixtapes. Anyways, I then found a Pale Oil, which is probably similar to the Pale Ore from Hollow Knight. Would be nice if I knew where the Needlesmith was. I also found this hidden area in the roof, which led to Bilewater. You know, really welcome introduction. So, remember when I said Sinner's Road was my second least favorite area? Yeah, well, I think it's to no one's surprise that this is my least favorite. I don't think I've heard of a single person who actually likes this place. This is what happens when you let William Pellin create an area with 0 restrictions. That man is the same guy who did the cake. He is not sane. I then found this Twisted Bud. Is that a child? Who is constantly crying every time I open my inventory. And I have no idea how to get rid of them. I then died, and was like, no way in hell am I going back there. Instead, I'm going to continue progressing the plot. Oh hey, I remember that room. Well, look who it is. I love how stylish this guy is. He's just dancing, he's having a great time, I love him. Anyways, the fight itself is pretty simple, at least compared to the other ones. They only have 3 attacks. First is the Spinjitzu, second is the Firework Display, and third is the Perfume Balls, which are probably the hardest to dodge because you have to predict bounce patterns. But I already learned how to do that. And in the second phase, they gain a 4th attack, which is the easiest to dodge. I guess, time to teach him how to style properly. I then found a corpse, which has the Sacred Cylinder, which I then gave to the Mixtape DJ, and well, that's the Threefold Melody. Time to play the Song of Silk, that some may call the Silk Song. Objective updated. Again. Oh god. Up we go. Cutscene. Oh my. Oh my god. Hold the phone. I know this place. Oh my god. A whole cinematic cutscene? What is this, Team Cherry? Oh no, she learned how to respawn! Guess I'm going to have to use my second tactic. Pure determination and skill. Actually, no, they have the skill. I don't got that one. Pure determination! So the first phase of this fight is pretty much just the first fight, but like 2 times as fast. Time to actually talk about the attacks, which there's only 4 of. She's just really damn good at comboing. The first one is a quick triple slice, and then there's the intricate stab, the jump, and of course, the parry, which is now even more deadly, because she can teleport behind you. The second phase adds some orbs to the jump, and she also now just flat out punishes you for hitting her after the stab, and also does it twice in a row. Oh, and there's a third phase too, which just makes it even faster, and she now has a cover the whole arena attack, which is actually really easy to dodge. Oh, and you know, good luck healing in this fight. You can try jumping out of the arena, but she will follow you. I really love this fight, like on the same level as Cogwork Dancers. It just feels so precise. You don't want to hit more than once. You don't want to get greedy, because you will be punished for it. The amount of clean dodges and parries is crazy. You really just fall in a rhythm with this fight, and it's so freaking good. Not even close. Yet again.
Congratulations, Spider. Finally, I felt your sting, and you bared the truth of my pathetic empty shell.
Cadestre.
You always had the scent, child. You are no bug. Yours is a life born eternally from bread.
Life, you're too generous. This weak, wasting existence. This was not life, just a husk, shaped to act as a child.
Buenera.
Yours was life, Pale One. Do not confuse your unique creation with its absence. I have seen others make the same mistake.
Palitude, Spider, from you. Don't be gross. Head on, climb up and away. You've earned your audience with the divine. Face the Holy Mother who would fashion so cruel and crude a daughter as me. After all, it's you that she wants, is it not? Oh. Well, I just committed a murder. Anyways. Oh my god. That was a misclick. That was a complete misclick. I swear to God, if I have to redo the entire fight, I got the achievement and everything. No, no, no. No! No! No!
But, you know, I'm just so skilled, I literally did it again on my first try.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm crazy. I'm actually crazy. He does it first try. Oh my god.
I then had a lore episode, and well, welcome to the Cradle, the final area. And I mean, there isn't really much here other than some top secret military war documents, and well,
oh hell nah!
You know, last time we fought the sun, so what if we just fought the moon?
Oh
no.
What the hell are you?
You see, Lace was the skill check, making sure we had enough skill to face a divine beam. Most of the fight is based off of these stabby sings, which come in 2 groups of 3. And they will be constantly bombarding you, even when there's other attacks going on. Said other attacks consist of sweeping the floor and then stabbing all 6 of the stabbies. Oh, and you know, this attack, which is the first triple damage attack! Cause, you know, double damage just wasn't enough. Then there's Phase 2, or more like Phase 1.5, because all it does is make the stabbies attack thrice and the triple damage twice. Then after a while starts true Phase 2, which you can see she is now causing a cave-in, which means there's even less space to dodge. And she can place spikes on the floor as well. Then there's the 4th phase, or Phase 2.5, which just speeds everything up even more. I absolutely love the boss fights in this game, and Grandmother Silk is a great example. I mean, grand. Because every attack pattern is dodgeable, no matter how impossible it may look. Just roll some of my craziest dodges.
What? Crazy dodge! My god, that is going in the video. Holy, bro.
That's it.
What?
Alright, time to finally beat this. Oh, and did I mention that I never upgraded my needle? Yeah, this fight takes a while. Good thing I'm going to use the power of alcoholism! Do not take that literally!
Oh my god, is that it? Is that it? Is that goddamn it? Stab him! Stab him! Stab him! Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Absolutely get stabbed. What the hell is happening to me? Am I ascending to become a god? What? Guys, my health bar is going a little crazy. Oh my god, is that it? Is that Silksong? You got the bad ending, you idiot. Oh. Holy lord, that is a lot of silk. Sorry, I'm a little hype because I just, you know, was fighting that boss. That boss was very hype. I'm just gonna say that. That's not normal. Oh my god, that's it. That's Silksong? That's it? Bro, I didn't even get double jump. What happened? Bro, I didn't even find a needlesmith. So, hahaha. Yeah, I'm halfway through the game. There's an entire hidden act free. See you in the next part. Oh, and subscribe! Hello everybody, my name is MaxisFun, and welcome back to Skong, Act 3. If you haven't watched Act 1 and 2, you should do that. Anyways, cue the intro!
Now, before we can actually enter Act 3, I need to finish up the stuff from Act 2, which there's a lot of, so it's going to be like half the video. Starting with Mount Fae, the area where you freeze to death, and I thought I would need a heat ability to survive. Haha, no. Instead, it's a timer for the very precise platforming. This is the real path of pain in this game. There is technically another path of pain later, but I spent, you know, a small 2 hours just trying to scale this mountain. God dang, they really put Celeste in Silksong. I specifically want to point out this jump, which I'm not joking, took me 30 minutes to do. Once. I literally looked up a tutorial because I thought I was doing it wrong. No, it's just really precise. And I'm really bad. And another thing is, there's only one bench, which is 1/3 of the way up the mountain. Because why would it be halfway? There is actually a second bench. I just didn't find it because it's hidden behind a secret wall. And I ain't got no time to look for secrets while I'm actively turning into a popsicle. And finally, when I reached the summit... Wait. Oh, shoot. No. Ain't no goddamn way I about to do a boss fight right now. Ain't no goddamn way they put a Oh. Finally! Double jump! And it also has the side effect of making me immune to freezing. Let's go! I then went to Deepness 2.0. You know, the only good thing I can say about this area is the music. Oh, and also, this area is absolutely massive, because of course the worst area in the game is one of the biggest. I hate these enemies so much! God, it would really suck if there was an entire arena of them, and they just had to put traps everywhere. Alright, what did I find in this place? Nothing. Just genuinely nothing. There was one memory locket, there was one flea. The biggest thing is Weave Nest Merglin, and all that was inside is a ruined tool. Man, it would be really nice if there was any bench in this place. Oh hey, look, a bench.
God damn it, this really is Deep Nest. Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh god, of course they made an arena.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, you better give me something goddamn good for that, bro. Please!
Yeah, I died. And just, sincerely, Team Cherry, what is this run back? Just look at this map. I am not doing that boss fight right now. Instead, I went to this double jump area in Sinner's Road, and oh god, it's another boss fight. In this fight, they turned the maggots into a projectile. That's really fun. I love healing. I see why they're a disgraced chef. They're force-feeding me literal maggots. Thankfully, that's like their only attack. Of course, aside from the ass jam. From that I got the pickled muck maggot, which is for the great taste of Pharloom quest, because someone wants to eat maggots. Disgusting. I then went to a double jump area in the Citadel, which led to the Memoriam, which is a kind of zoo/museum of all the areas in Pharloom. In here I found the Volt Vessels, which literally allow me to summon the Wrath of Zeus. Yup, definitely equipping that one. There was also the heckin' Chonka. What were they feeding this flea? Why is he so chunky? I also fixed this robot called the Second Sentinel. They'll become important later. I then bought a simple key and used it on a door in Deep Docks to enter more Deep Docks. Wow, shocker. There are some new enemies in here though, like the Deep Diver and the Literal Grenade Thrower. I also found a Flint Slate, which is one of the best tools in the game. because it's effectively the unbreakable strength of this game. You just activate it and gain 50% extra damage for 10 seconds. I then walked into this room and, what, boss fight? I think this fight is pretty cool and very underrated. I've heard literally no one talk about it. Maybe it's just because I really like the idea of a double-edged flaming spear, and the lava falls on the side are extra cool. But, you know, it's pretty simple, almost as if it's missing something.
What the hell do you mean there's another one? What the hell do you mean there's another one? What do you mean this is a double boss fight now? Excuse me, what? I said the pattern was a little simple, and Team Cherry said, what if there was two?
So all Gron really does is just throw spears at you and occasionally slam the ground. So it's still pretty simple, but having to keep track of 2 bosses is pretty fun. I love double boss fights. My reward for that is a sauna. Literally. There was also a locked diving bell, which will become very important later. Alright, time to stop procrastinating. It's time for the episodic Max's Fun Silksong Crash Out, featuring Groll, the So, starting with the boss fight itself, the arena is very hard to move on, and if you fall, you can't heal anymore. The projectiles are annoying and kinda hard to dodge. They can suck you, eat you whole. They summon enemies and traps, and they have a second phase, where they all of a sudden have vengeful spirits! Okay, now I'm going to talk about this goddamn run back, because every time I die in a cheap way to this I have to run through the entirety of Bilewater and just pray I don't fall in maggots or get hit that much. It takes 3 minutes. 3 minutes on every death to get back. The Savage Beastfly run back was only 1. This is 3 times as bad. Actually, I'd say 10 times because I have to go through Bilewater. Fun fact, there is actually a closer bench. It's just, hidden behind a random pool of maggots, the things you're not supposed to touch. I suffered so much on this boss that I hit my breaking point, and I literally looked up how to beat this guy. Found a video with a comment that said to just spam curved claws and cogflies. So I equipped curved claws and cogflies and beat the boss. Cheap bosses require cheap strategies. Oh, and just to taunt you, you get a bench for beating the boss. I then got a Sol, so that's an interesting reward. There was a new area, but it was completely blocked off. The enemies here are a little terrifying. Imagine seeing that in a dark alleyway at night. Oh, and the Key of Apostate for the Slab, which I was going to go to, but I got a little sidetracked. Starting with money laundering for a simple key to enter the Wormways. This place has a lot of stuff, like the Chapel of the Wanderer, which gave me the Wanderer's Crest. Wow, almost as if that's a pattern. Anyways, the Wanderer's Crest is just permanent quick slash, with the singular downside of a slightly smaller hitbox. Oh, and it can also just critical hit because this sink wasn't already enough of a damage monster. I then went to Bone Bottom to put back on my beloved Reaper Crest and... What?
What the hell? Why are you here? Boss fight, I guess. Anyways.
So yeah, the Skull Tyrant's back. Anyways, I then entered Weave Nest Khann, in which I found a Sharp Dart. It's pretty much just Silk Spear, but you are the spear. I also found a scientist who sent me on a quest to extract the lifeblood, plasmium. He then gave me meth. No, literally, I can even overdose. This is a feature they put in the video game. Eve for Everyone 10+ game, by the way. So that was one of the side quests. The other one was getting a parasite. Yeah, remember that baby that is constantly crying in my inventory? Yeah, well, I figured out I can give it to this random NPC in Shellwood. Don't worry, I also got the Pull-Up Pouch because you have to talk to the NPCs twice to get the Crest, Team Cherry. Anyways, I gave them the child, they then ate me, and now I'm in the Chapel of the Witch. Except, I already have the Crest. It's just permanently attached to me, and completely removed my ability to have tools and heal. And in order to take it off, I need to go on a whole, like, 5-step quest, which I had no idea how to do, so I looked it up. So first, you have to go to this random surgeon in Greymoor, in which then they inspect you and say, indeed, you do seem to have contracted the Black Plague. Sadly, however, my extractor is broken, and I need you to get the spines to repair it. In which I then travel all the way into Sinner's Row to find these guys, who then say I need $260. God damn, I didn't know this game took place in America. I don't want to pay these medical bills. I then brought the spines back, and...
Oh god, yeah, no, this does...
Okay. All that for a singular crest. And, I mean, I keep hearing people say it's broken. Yeah, sure, you can create nukes with it. You know what else I can do? Use Red Storm. Anyways, time for the Slab, which is a prison. The guards are flies that spit snot at you. Disgusting. I also got an extra mask here, which is pretty cool. And I want to mention, you can actually get captured and brought here naked, in which then the coolest breakout scene I have ever seen happens, and I didn't get to experience it because I killed the jailer. Anyways, there's also this heavily secured cell. Dang, bro's locked up as much as the Hollow Knight. What the frick is in here? Oh, it's just an ability.
Ability?
If Widow was so good, why isn't there a Widow too? Oh my god! Yeah, so this fight is pretty similar to Widow. It even uses the same song. And as you can see, they spend the entire fight teleporting away from me. However, instead of bells, it's the Spears of Justice. Oh, and did I mention that they can heal mid-battle? Because they just stole my heal ability. Have I mentioned how fast this fight is? God damn, this is like the hardest fight I've faced so far. Oh, it's over. That took a while. Nah, you idiot. This is Widow 2, remember? There's a second phase. And they're now Pure Vessel, apparently. Oh, and of course, they do 2 spears at once. And just don't stop attacking. I then died in my 10-minute attempt. 10 minutes. On one boss. And they still weren't dead. Yeah, this is when I finally decided to upgrade my needle. Because this boss has 1,300 health. The base needle does 5 damage. If you do the math, it would take 260 hits to kill this boss. I want to emphasize, this boss. So I looked up where the needlesmith is, and turns out they're in Belheart. You know, the place you unlock halfway through Act 1. I am about to enter Act 3. It took me this long to figure out there was a second level to Belheart. The Relic Seeker was also there, so I'm rich now. Anyways, I then first tried the boss with my newly upgraded needle, and got Rune Rage, aka the worst silk skill in the entire game. Sure, it technically can do the most damage, if RNG says so. I mean, there is some tracking, but half the time it just decides to random fly into background should be eviscerated instead of the actual threat. Oh, and that's not even talking about the incredibly long cast time that literally takes as long as your bind. Oh, and this seems like a bug, and I really hope it is. But if you ever get hit during the cast time, you lose all of your silk. I then went to the Mist, which I learned how to actually get through. You just use a needle in next to these flies, and they fly towards the correct path in the ever-changing maze. At the end was the exhaust organ, which inside was...
No way this is a boss fight right now. I'm sorry, what? Excuse me, banger as hell boss theme?
I really like this fight. I mean, it wasn't hard at all, because it's actually an Act 1 boss. Anyways, the reason I like this fight is because it's pretty much the closest to a parry-themed boss fight. You literally get a parry ability for beating it, and the fight ends with a quick time parry event. Very cool fight. When you kill the boss, it's almost as if they're experiencing some kind of phantom pain. Oh, and fun facts, they're actually Lace's sister. Family tree murder, am I right? I also got a gun. I then went back to the Pinstress because I thought they'd maybe give me a quest. They didn't. Instead, I found an entirely new area named the Sands of Karak. Karak? I don't care. This is what's left of the coral area from the reveal trailer. It took Team Cherry so long to finish the game, all the coral died. This area's main gimmick are these timed platforms. So in other words, welcome back, Mount Faye. Thankfully, it's a lot easier, because I have double jump. I then found the Raging Conchfly, who is the other great conchfly that ran away like a baby when I killed her partner. Too bad the fight's still easy. And from that, I found the Coral Tower, which had the Conch Cutter. In other words, I now have Ultra Kill Sharpshooter. There is a lot more in this tower, however, we'll have to come back later for that. Anyways, we're almost at the 20-minute mark, and I still haven't entered Act 3, so I'm gonna speedrun through till then. First, I completed the Great Taste of Pharloom quest, which required me to do Delicate Flower 2.0. I got a needle upgrade from that. I then found the Green Prince, who will become very important later. He was next to the corpse of the Cogwork Dancers, who were apparently made with his dead gay lover's soul. Fought Second Sentinel, got the Architect's Crest, entered the Putrefied Ducts, which is that area from after He Who Shall Not Be Named. In there, I found Vogue, the Warrior Flea, and the item that makes you immune to the maggots. That would have been very useful a lot earlier. The Flea Caravan also moved there, which is now Fleetopia. Fought the Broodmother for a quest. I then completed Chakra's quest, which I accidentally didn't record. I didn't cry, you don't have the evidence. And I have her rings now, which allow me to peak game design. I finally killed the Savage Beastfly, which was pretty easy after all the upgrades I have. I then talked to the annoying Australian, who sent me on a quest to harvest souls to entrap Grandma. See, I knew that soul was going to be useful. I acquired the souls of the Bell Hermit and the Chapel Maid and built the trap, beat up an old lady, and boom! World saved! Let's go! Oh god. That doesn't look normal. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh god. Lace? What the hell is Lace doing here? What? I thought Lace was dead. That doesn't look good. Oh. Just casually created a black hole, Lamau. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Did I, free the world of the Silk Dome? I mean... kind of. Ah. Okay. Oh. Well, that was convenient. No, I'm not skipping. That was an accident. Please don't skip this cutscene. Ah, dang it. We died. For reals this time. Act 3. Abyss. Alright. So the game has now entered hard mode. Yeah, that's right. The game has been on easy mode this whole time, because almost all of the enemies you encounter are now voided, which means they do double damage if they didn't already. They have extra health and extra attacks, and drain your silk whenever you get hit. Anyways, the game says I need to go all the way back to the tutorial area to progress the plot, so hopefully the Bell Beast isn't dead. Okay, nah, I think he's fine.
He is not fine! He is not fine!
Hello? Oh my, oh. Oh god, SGM 2.0! In this fight, they alternate between barfing and dumping. I understand you have stomach problems. You do not need to vent your anger on me. Literally. And in the second phase, they're now doing it from both sides. Look, man, I'm not a toilet. Can you please stop? And then in the third phase...
Yo! Freaking thick as hell ending! Hell yeah, get him! Get him! Yeah, that's my dog! That's my boy! Yeah!
Hold W and Q. New ability? Yo, when did the dog learn how to sing, though?
Yo, when did the dog get children, yo?
Nah, man, best pet ever. Best pet ever. Learned a beastling call. I then went to Bone Bottom. Or, well, what's left of it. I guess you could say Bone Bottom is bones. Anyways, I confronted the Snail Shamans. Or the Bell Hermit Chapel Mate and Annoying Australian. The Hornet then insulted them because their trap didn't work and caused a literal black hole, and decided I must travel into the void below. I headed back to the diving bell that I said would be important later, enlisted the help of Ballo, and ascended into the lava below. Cutscene? Oh, this does not look stable. Oh, this is not... Oh, no, I'm cooked. Literally, I'm gonna be cooked alive. So, yeah, plot point. The bell broke. Anyways, these enemies look a little... familiar. I think I know where we are. Welcome to the Abyss. It's a lot more dark than it was in Hollow Knight, and the enemies are a little more chunky. I then had a chat with Lace, or, done hallucination. Oh god, it's getting to me. Maybe Silksong was never real to begin with. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Anyways, I then entered Weave Nest Absolum. Very interesting that there's a Weave Nest all the way down here. Really happy the Weavers didn't recreate a Pale King situation. Anyways, I now have Vertical Sea Dash. We modded it into Hollow Knight, they put it in Silksong. You know, this seems pretty useful for escaping this place. So, a little bit later, why do I hear boss music? Ah, I see, we're recreating Mount St. Helens. Welcome back, Mount Faye. It seems this time, instead of turning into a popsicle, I'm going to be boiled into a fresh pot of soup. I also want to flex that I did this first try, because apparently people find it hard. Why is the lava all of a sudden getting faster? Alright, the game says I need to go insult the Snail Shamans again. Alright, cool, so I need to get the Everbloom, or the Delicate Flower, because that's the only thing that repels void. Only problem, there are none in Pharloom. So instead, the shamans will do magical wizard magic, so I can pull it out of my own memory. Another problem, said magical wizard magic requires a lot of power. So they taught me a new song that can apparently bring me to the memories of Pharloom's past to collect the old hearts for enough power to perform the spell. And 2 out of 3 said hearts are in areas I haven't even found yet. So I'm going back to the Coral Tower. Damn, this place is genuinely beautiful. If it wasn't for the fact that it's the Choir 2.0, yeah, you thought getting these hearts was gonna be easy? No. And the thing is, it's not even annoyingly hard. It's just a test of pure endurance. You have to go through 3 rooms of approximately 10 waves each to just get a checkpoint. There's more after that. There are only 2 waves in particular that I found annoying. One of them is 2 of these big guys. I'm getting flashbacks. However, these guys are a lot easier because they don't really know how to jump. And then this wave, where they remove the floor and then make you fight a bell thrower on steroids. So pogoing them is pretty much impossible. I kind of just spammed Shaka's rings until they were dead. Now, I just want to say, I spent 2 hours just trying to get past the third room in the gauntlet. So you may be wondering, how long did it take for the whole tower? Oh, you know, the same attempt. I think I was just so locked in that I first tried the next room and oh my god, they put a freaking boss fight. Khann murdered doors! So this guy is trained in the arts of doors! He doesn't just throw hands, he throws coral. Oh, and that coral covers half the arena, by the way. Man, is it satisfying to dodge this guy. Especially when he has you climbing up the walls for dear life just to not get hit. Yeah, sure, it's easy to dodge him, but he's relentless. Most bosses will kind of chill out when you're far away. This guy's attacks reach across the whole arena, and he knows it. And remember, I first tried this man. Like, I don't think you understand. I haven't first tried a boss since Moss Mutter. You know, the very first boss. Roll the montage. I then went looking for the Heart of the Woods, and you'd think by its name and location that it would be in Shellwood. So I searched in there for a solid 10 minutes, didn't find it. Apparently, it's behind a hidden wall in the Grand Gate that requires Silksong to reach. That leads back into Shellwood. And after a little bit of parkour... Oh, I see. Getting to the shrine isn't going to be that easy. I think it's funny that when you find this guy, his bones crack like a tree branch because he hasn't moved in ages. And then he's the fastest fight in the entire game. Yeah, that wasn't for dramatic effect. This fight is what happens when you take Lace 2, give it a shield, and crank the speed up to 2 times. Do you see this fight? Huh. And that's just the first phase. The second one's even faster. And it's also, like, really damn hard to hit him. Because he, you know, has a shield. Blood thinks he's Captain America. And one boss after another. Guess we're fighting a plant now. Oh god, they're forcing me to touch grass. Oh, and the pollen. Oh man, I love allergies. In this fight, they... Sorry, I can't breathe. I love the nuclear pollen attack. And in the second phase, they remove the floor, which certainly makes it harder. But honestly, not by much. This fight is definitely the easiest of all the hard bosses. Well, there's only one heart left, and it looks like it's in Farfields. Yeah, I looked around in here for another 10 minutes, and apparently, You actually enter it from Hunter's March, in this random hidden hole in the ceiling that you can only access with Silksong, that then leads to a secret bridge which leads to the other half of Farfields. I also found Sprintmaster Swift. He challenged me to a race. I beat him 3 different times for 1 mask shard. Anyways, I'm here for the heart, so it's time to fight Karmelita, Queen of the Scars. What is this, a Pixar mom? God dang, she's straight up built like a queen ant. Wait a minute. So, the thing is, the Encrusted Heart had an entire gauntlet and boss. The Pollen Heart had 2 bosses. What does this heart have? The hardest fight in the entire goddamn game. I spent more time on this fight than Savage Beastfly. I think that's an achievement in of itself. Cause this fight isn't even annoying. No, it's actually a really fun fight. This might even be my favorite fight in the entire game. 50% because of the music. God damn, is it a banger. The fact she is literally just singing in the middle of the fight. She's styling on me so goddamn hard, and honestly, I respect it. Her attacks consist of the classic triple slice, spin, sweeping the whole arena, saw blade, and the curve sickles, which might be the most satisfying attack to dodge in the whole game. I love the design of the scars. The whole ant tribe vibe is so cool, and fighting their queen is pure peak. And you know it's a damn good boss theme when I just start humming it in the middle of the fight. No actual way. I just do it first try after not playing the game for 2 days? I'm just crazy like that, goddamn. So before I went back to the snail shamans, I completed some quests first. One of them made me duel the Pinstress. Another one made me fight Gertie Outcast, who was so easy. Wait, why is Zaza here? Where is Garmand? No. No, not Garmand! No! He was so cool! No! He's dead! I killed him! Now I have a genuine reason to get rid of this void. They took Garmand. I will not stand for this. Anyways, when I was looking around the map to find void masses for a quest, I found Seth. He's not a guardian anymore. Actually, he's lost his memory. Damn, guess I beat him up so bad I gave him amnesia. I also found his cave, which I thought I would have found earlier. And it doesn't have a map. Oh, the Green Prince is here. Mourning the death of his lover. Wait a minute, is this a 4th heart? Yeah, there's a secret 4th heart apparently. And it takes place in the memories of the Green Prince's fallen kingdom. Named Lost Verdania. That's right, they turned Bug Yowie into an area. And remember when I said Shellwood was my favorite area? Yeah, that was before I experienced the sheer peakness that is Verdania. God, I just love it. It's so beautiful. And the music. I genuinely almost cry every time I listen to this song. In 5 years when I listen to it, I know damn well I'm gonna be on the floor in tears. There's a part later that I'm just gonna let play because it's so good. In this area, we collect these white orbs to unlock the boss fight at the end. Actually, just kidding, the boss fight's right here apparently. This is the Pale Stag, some kind of mythical creature. Maybe they're a unicorn, I don't know. They're pretty much just No Eyes 2.0. It's kind of an annoying fight because they keep teleporting away, but it's not really that hard. Still died though. Really can't first try another boss, huh? Anyways, it's time to fight the Green Prince and his dead gay lover. If Cogwork Dancers weren't so good, why isn't there I'm not doing this joke again. Yeah, this fight is just Cogwork Dancers, but you can only hit one of them. It's not even faster. I literally measured it. I thought it was faster, it's not. The only difference is they now do 2 cover the whole arena attacks, and the gay attack is now spin, which is so powerful, it literally creates a tornado. And the fight only has 2 phases. I think this fight has the most missed potential out of any fight in the game. Like, it ends so quickly. Why isn't there a 3rd phase? It's so much easier than all of the other free heart bosses. I love Cogwork Dancers, and I wanted a refight for them the most. I got it. Wasn't what I wanted. Roll the sad game montage. No! Today! Oh, I guess I never said what this heart is for. What if I said Christmas decoration? Okay, anyways, time to finally progress the plot by performing the magical wizard magic. Okay. Am I about to be sacrificed? This feels like a cult sacrificing. Is this a beast den situation? What? Huh? Am I in my own red memory? What? Yeah, we're in Hornet's own mind now. What is this, the Lego movie? In this place, we literally go on a trip down memory lane, starting with... Baby. And... Wait, what? This is Distant Village. This is Distant... Oh my god. It literally is Beast Den. It literally is. Like, it literally is Beast Den. Damn, this isn't just a lore episode. This is a whole lore season. And now we're in the Hive? We get to see Queen Vespa. She was dead in Hollow Knight. And... No, oh god, don't make me do Path of Pain again. This whole sequence is so cool. Genuinely one of my favorite moments. Almost cried. Anyways, we then talked with the White Lady and acquired the Everbloom. And I think it's final boss time. Just kidding, I need to get 100% for the achievement. Starting with the last Silk skill, which is the Pale Nails. You guys like my Grandmother Silk cosplay? There was also this quest in Songclave that said to return to the stage. And keeping with the theme of boss refights, why he Orpaldo? Oh my god, he's back! The objectively best character! He's just emo now. Yeah, he's not even infected by Void or anything. I just beat him up so bad he entered his goth phase. Outside of the Dracula cosplay, the attacks are also a little different. Like the balls now exploding in 4 directions, which makes them a lot harder to dodge. The Spinjitzu now grows in size and also creates explosions. And then in the second phase, the explosion meter is cranked up to the max. I can't understand my screen. Also, funny fact, Trobbio has 77 voice lines. For context, Hornet has 47. This is truly Trobbio. Anyways, I then went back to the ruined chapel, and... yeah, this is where the last crest was the whole time. Look, it should be called the Chapel of the Shaman, okay? And this crest is actually really cool, because it gives you blade beams, and also allows you to have 3 silk skills at once. And it makes them do more damage. With the downside of, you can't heal in the air anymore. So honestly, it's complete trash, and I want to kill my infant son. Anyways, I then entered the Wisp Thicket, which was all the way at the top of Greymoor behind a secret hole that you can only access with double jump. Wow, I was definitely gonna find that one without looking it up. In here, I fought the Fodder of the Flame, which is just a flaming tree. It can't even move. This is truly an eventful boss fight. I then fought the Voltworm, which is maybe even easier than Moss Mutter. I then bought all the flea maps, found the last of the fleas, got the Egg of Lelia, got all the mask shards, got all the spool fragments, farmed money for literally almost an hour to buy the last of the tools, fought the Unraveled, which gave me the last silk heart. Also, I think it's kind of weird that this boss has a silk heart, because the other 2 silk hearts were from required boss fights. And then there's this guy behind a random hidden hole that you can only access with double jump that I had to look up where it was. Anyways, I then went back to Fleetopia to participate in the Festival of the Flea, where we get to play 3 different minigames to try and get high scores. The thing is, I need to beat all of the current high scores in order to get the last needle upgrade. And these games aren't easy. Starting with Flea Bounce, where we have to pogo on flying fleas and not touch the ground. This one was very easy, because Reaper Crest. Then there's Flea Dodge, the medium difficulty one, which isn't that bad when you beat almost every boss in the game. And then Flea Juggle, which honestly wasn't that bad. Keyword yet, I have trauma from this game for a very Ceph-related reason, but that's not for this video. Anyways, I want to roll all my crazy flea clips. Dude, that was I'm crazy, I'm crazy! Nah, you don't knock me off. You don't knock me off. How the frick am I alive right now? Oh my god. Oh, how did I dodge that? No, freaking put that in the video, put that in the video, put that in the video. That was, clip that. Wait, did I do it? That was crazy, clip that, clip that, clip that, clip that. Finally, I got the pale oil and missed all of the money because I picked up the pale oil first and the money disappears after. Anyways, 100% baby! You know what time it is. Final boss. Let's go diving. Let's go it doesn't need, I require silk apparently. Oh, no I don't. Okay. I don't know why it said I needed silk and then all of a sudden it didn't, but like, okay. God damn, this is some freaking... This is some banger music right now. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. It's a cinematic masterpiece. It's so good. It's so good. My jaw is on the floor. I'm sorry if I'm not reacting. My jaw is on the floor. Well, I mean, we're in Abyss, part 2. Oh, is that Grandmother Silk? At least, what's left of her. Yeah, man, there's Lace. You know, she's looking a little different. What? Is Lace the final boss of Silksong? That's right, Lace is the first boss in Hollow Knight history to have 3 different battles. And don't worry about the crucified Grandmother Silk in the background, that's just decoration. The first phase of this fight is pretty much just Lace too, but she can now teleport and has void tendrils. In the second phase, she starts conducting the void, summoning void projectiles like a goddamn wizard and spewing even more void. Damn, there's a lot of void in this fight. Then there's the fake-out third phase, where the arena starts collapsing and literal void tsunamis start rushing in. And the fight gets so much faster, it's chaotic as hell. Then in the fourth phase, they gain their cover the whole arena triple damage attack, which I actually never got hit by because I'm simply too skilled. If I could describe this fight in one word, it would be chaos. It's so fast with attacks that cover the whole arena, but man is it satisfying to dodge, and the music is so good.
Dawkins rings go crazy! Is that it? No. Is there a... No, there's a third phase. There's definitely a third. Is that it? It's taking an awfully long time. Getting darker. That's not it. Okay, wait. Okay, let's just steal her dead body real quick. What are we doing with it? What? Okay, guess we frickin' Metroid escape out of here. What? We're going. We're doing it. Do we have to run out of the entire abyss? Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, the flower's getting weak. The flower's getting weak. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, the flower's gone. Oh, we're cooked. It's over, Hornet. I'm sorry. What? Huh? The Knight? Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight! It's the part, it's, oh my god, guys, it's in the name! Hollow Knight! Silksong! Oh yeah! What? Is that it? Is that Silksong? Like 100%. Oh my god. What? That's Hollow Knight Silksong. Like, for reals. It's even a different credit. It's different. Wow.